Good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. This, my friends, will be a quick one. And when I say it's going to be a quick show, it ends up being a long, drawn-out show. But depending on how I've been feeling, because I haven't had a good day to work. I have not had a good day. But hopefully, doing this live show might just relieve all that stress. No stress lines on my forehead, because my wife doesn't like those stress lines on my forehead. But yeah, we've got some Jurrien Timber news. We've got some interesting Declan Rice news connected via Man City. We've got some interesting Kai Havertz news. I couldn't believe it when I saw this. Kai Havertz, what have you done, mate? What have you done? But we're going to get into this one on the other side of this music intro. Anyhow, people, yes, welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. So I'm going to skip over the intro very, very quickly. Let's say we are streaming simultaneously on Guna Matters as well as Cannon Fodder TV's channel. So for us, just click the like button somewhere here. Guna Matters, just subscribe. Come into the live chat. I want to know your thoughts about Declan Rice. There's been some updates. Breaking news, breaking news. There's some Kai Havertz interesting news. And Jurrien Timber updated news. Yeah. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the first news segment of today. And it is in regards to Declan Rice again. Now, this is quite interesting. Declan Rice, Man City's £19 million bid for a midfielder rejected by West Ham. Now, I will give my opinion once I finish reading this news segment. Man City's £19 million bid has been turned down by West Ham. Premier League champions had offered £8 million upfront plus £10 million in add-ons. Arsenal remain in talks with West Ham after two of the club's record bids were rejected. That's interesting because I read a segment that said that there were three bids, but it's two bids. Hammers are expecting a third bid from the Gunners in those coming days. West Ham have immediately rejected Man City's bid of £90 million for Declan Rice. And this is via Sky Sports News, who reported on Monday night that the Premier League champions have offered £80 million up front plus £10 million in add-ons for the England midfielder, but the bid was very, very quickly rejected by West Ham. Yeah, the valuation is a ballpark figure of £100 million. Now, Arsenal apparently are still pushing to sign Rice and remain in talks with the Hammers, who are expecting their London rivals to return with a third bid after having two previous offers rejected. Now, the first thing that came to my mind when I heard this bit of news was that obviously West Ham have started a bidding war. This is what it's all about. Of course, it's all about the ka-ching, the money. They want a bidding war. So whoever comes in with the ballpark figure of £100 million and some change, you can have the player. How did Arsenal get themselves in this situation? How did we get ourselves in that situation where now it is a bidding war? It's a bidding war like no other. And it's only Arsenal can do this. Sorry, I just need to lower the camera just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I want to see the top of my fridge. You can't see, I mean, seeing the bottle here is enough. Yeah, I need to remove that bottle of wine. Somebody remove that bottle of wine. And wife's just shaking her head. Anyway, yes, so it is a bidding war that we have got ourselves involved in. How did we get ourselves into this position? Because we were slow off the mark. That's how we got ourselves in that situation there. Again, if you're going to tell me that Declan Rice is the signing, the priority signing, then we shouldn't have got ourselves in this situation in the first place. But we are here. Should have come in there with a bid closer to £100 million and leave no room for doubt. No room for doubt. And I will stick with what I've been saying for the longest time. For me, Declan Rice, he won't be coming to Arsenal. Now, I've been seeing some messages over the last few hours telling me that the deal apparently has been done. It's been done. Just waiting for the announcement. We are just waiting for the announcement. Really? The deal's already been done? It has not been done. Has not been done. So all the while, like I said, Man City will be in the corner like a small Cheshire cat waiting to pounce. And they've come in now, nine, like the new segment just says there. And it's just I don't know. How can I say this? Like just playing with a toy thing, isn't it? Just playing with it. Watching Arsenal beat themselves up. And Man City are just waiting. Yeah, just in the slipstream to come out and overtake Arsenal. That is all that's going to happen. That's all that's going to happen. I can see it. Go see it. Anyhow, the next new segment, if I can just remind myself what's it all about? What's it all about? Well, it's all about this gentleman here, Jurrien Timber. After closing on a deal to sign Jurrien Timber after submitting an improved offer of £41 million for the Ajax defender, according to various reports. The Gunners are looking to sign a new defender this summer, and they have earmarked Timber as their first choice target. Ajax have already rejected Arsenal's opening bid in the region of £30 million, but they've returned with a new offer. The Daily Mail claims that the new bid is worth just over £41 million, which is still short of Ajax's original asking price of £50 million. However, another platform claims that a deal is now close to being agreed after the Dutch giants lowered their valuation to £43 million. Okay, that's more meansable. That means that the two clubs are just £2 million short in their valuation, and with negotiations ongoing. Another platform suggests that a deal will be agreed before the end of the week. Personal terms have already been agreed. It's just personal terms. And Arsenal and Timber, according to a journalist, actually, I'm not going to mention his name, that the 22-year-old loves Arsenal project and is desperate to complete a move to North London. Do you know, when I look at this, I know we have asked a question in regards to which player will sign a contract the soonest or the quickest or the fastest. To me, I would just say it will be Jurrien Timber. He will sign his contract a lot quicker and faster than a Declan Rice, because Declan Rice, people, don't get twisted, will not be signing for Arsenal. He's not going to be signing for Arsenal. Uncle Alex has just told you that. All right? Don't get twisted. Don't get twisted. Now, the strange last segment here is about Kai Havertz. And this is Kai Havertz here in his, I think, the promo photo shoot. He's there with his the Arsenal top on there, but there's still no news about him. He's done his medical. I believe he's passed his medical. But the strange news is that there has been a baby donkey has been named after Kai Havertz. Yeah, the little foal was born at the Donkey Sanctuary in Sidmouth, Devon. The charity decided to name the foal after Havertz. After reading an article which Kai said his teammates called him Donkey because of his love of the sensitive and smart animals. Kai Havertz said that he was delighted to have a donkey named after him because they are such incredible animals. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Had to be said. A weird one though, strange one. But these have been the new segments currently running on this show over here on what's today? What is today? I can't remember what's today. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Tuesday today. So that is it. Again, the call is coming to the live chat. Let me know your thoughts about Declan Rice. There was an official bid now lodged for Man City, £80 million with £10 million in add-ons, so £90 million. And I imagine that they will get their man. Pep Guardiola will get his man. That's right, I said it. Yeah, you heard it here first. So what I need to do now is go into our Twitter feed, and find out who's joined us there, or at least who has sent a comment on the Twitter world, Twitter sphere. And actually, I was just reminding myself about Summit. Something will be coming up tomorrow. It's going to be a small collaboration with Arsenal Alex. It will be the return of the Alex and Alex show. Now, Alex has told me that he's got no, it's not tomorrow. It's Thursday. Thursday. That's what it is. So return of the Alex and Alex show, Arsenal Alex plus this Alex talking about Arsenal on Thursday. That's going to be a 5 p.m. collaboration there. It'll be featuring on Canon 4 TV, not on his channel. And he has told me that he's going to get ready to rant. But as usual, we're going to make sure that no foul language or disgusting language gets heard on Canon 4 TV. That's not the way that we work. If you want to hear that kind of language, there are other platforms in cyberspace that you can listen to, but not on Canon 4 TV. And Alex has been warned about that. He knows that's not the way that we roll. That's not the way that we roll. But there will be a rant. I rant, but it doesn't mean I need to use foul and disgusting language. That's not the way that we were raised. All right, so there's not been any comments, I think. Did I miss something? Oh, there's a message. Someone sent me a message, a DM. All right, okay, I need to get back to this person. Yeah, I'll get back to that person in regards to that. And then, can I talk about the poll question? The poll question. What's the poll question this time? The poll question was. I'm just trying to remind myself. Come on. Refresh. Okay, so whilst it's refreshing, I was just going to remind you, wonderful people who are watching me over here, that come the last week in July, I am going away with my beautiful wife. Yeah, for a week and some change. So although I will not be coming live, there will be enough pre-recorded content to step into my shoe. Yes. There's no one here to take over the reins, but I'll make sure there's enough content to keep everyone engaged, interested, no, engaged in what's happening on Arsenal, at least in the transfer news stage that we are. Actually, not transfer, it's a silly season. That's what the silly season. Right, so the page has refreshed. And let's have a look here. So the question was, who signs first? Who's going to sign their contract first? A Jurrien Timber or a Declan Rice? We have now received over 1,100 votes, but strangely enough, no comments. I found it very, very interesting. No comments, but 24 likes. I'll tell you what, incredibly enough, because when we said this yesterday, I think we like on 400, 500 votes. The numbers, the percentages are the same. The question again is, who's going to sign their contract first? Is it going to be a Jurrien Timber or a Declan Rice? Well, 28% of the votes say it's going to be a Declan Rice. And 72% say it's going to be a Jurrien Timber. Am I surprised? I am surprised. I am really, really surprised. But forget about that. Forget about my surprisedness. Is that a word? Surpriseness? Surpriseness? That's not a word. That's not a word. Let's get into the live chat. I have not had a good day. Not had a good day. Anyways, anywho's, anyhows. All right, let's see who's joined us in this Tuesday show here, where we feature more or less I wanted to feature Jurrien Timber more than anything else, and it's not worked out that way. It's not worked out that way. God, Terry me. Anyway, Guna Matters is in the house, and he says, "Good evening, Alex, Gunas and Gunaresses. Everyone, I hope you're well." So we're still going on about this boy. Alex, let him go on about in business. Don't talk. Proper. Lord Earl has spoken. You know what? Oh, I just completely agree. Just let him go. You know, we've already got the feeling of Dusan Vlahovic. Remember in January? Just being so focused on one particular player, forget about all the others. It's got the same feel to it, hasn't it? Just let him go, man. There are other targets like Yusuf. What's his name? I forgot his name now. Anyway, Hassan, good evening to you. He says, chopping down trees with the signing. Chopping down trees. Don't want to be chopping down trees, man. That tree might just kind of land on Declan Rice, man. Yeah, goodness, says Ashley D. Tyrannosaurus, good evening. Evening. Tyrannosaurus, I need to speak to you about something, not Arsenal related, but I've got your number, but I'll send you a message. If it's not today, it would definitely be tomorrow. There's a bright big beginning tomorrow. Where does Havertz fit in Arsenal's team? I have no idea. I said that last week. He can play. Can he play? He can play 9. He can play an 8. He can play 10. He's definitely not going to come in and dislodge Martinelli. He's not coming to dislodge Saka. He's not coming to try and dislodge Gabriel Jesus. So where is he? I have no idea. But I've been told he can play in multiple positions: an 8, a 10, and a 9. No idea. Come on, Gunnar, gently touch the like button. Poo. I'm not sure what I'm saying poo for. He has more of a pony rather than a donkey. Oh, okay. Well, then why is he saying that then? To me, that was a weird news segment there, man. Kai Havertz. He's been called, anyway, for his love of donkeys. Interesting. Instead of Rice, who should we buy? Oh, well, I've said so many times. Onana. I would have Onana in that position there. I know, according to stats, he doesn't. Yeah, I think he's the one player in the midfield who has the most interceptions, which turns into goals for his team at least. But I don't look at the stats, man. I really don't look at the stats. Give me Onana any day. And maybe Moises Caicedo, but again, I'll go further afield and say Milovic Savic, Mohamed Amrabat. Those two midfielders, to me, will cost us a lot less than £100 million. I've said it so many times. Would Edu be deemed a failure if he does not get Rice, as we seem to be very poor at getting number 1 targets, but good at getting number 2 and number 3 targets? No, because that's our perception, isn't it? Maybe we might perceive him as a failure, but that's only from our perception. Again, we're thinking one thing or thinking various things. Doesn't necessarily mean that Edu and the board and Arteta are thinking the same thing, because they're going off in a different direction. But will he be seen as a failure? No, not really. And not from me anyway, at least. Yeah, we have a clean type of a rant. Yeah, man, none of this dirty stuff, man. Sorry. It doesn't happen. It happens sometimes on his platform. I've seen it. I don't like it. I don't like to see that kind of content, because you can be angry, you can be mad at somebody without using, those foul languages. But yeah, he won't be doing that on Canal 4 TV on Thursday anyway, at least. With Timber coming, would White be impacted? Well, I mean, I think he would be reverted back to his usual position. White, for me, I think is supposed to be an inverted fullback anyway, but we've been utilising him as a right back, isn't it? So, or in the back 4 or in the back 3. Most likely, I'm looking at. Do you know who I'm looking at? Tomiyasu. That's who I'm looking at. He's been out injured for the best part of the season, hasn't he? So I'm looking at him rather than a Ben White. What's this? I'll tell you what. Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry about that, people. People just sending me a message there. Actually, I shouldn't be reading the messages. I do apologize. I apologize about that. So, yeah, I'm looking at Tomiyasu rather than a Ben White to be impacted. With Timber, does it mean? Oh, sorry. Tommy becomes a left back cover if Cheney goes. yeah, I mean, Tommy actually can play, left back or right back, and that might just be the case. And like you said, that the condition is if Tierney leaves. I've been told that Tierney is respected and loved by Arteta, but doesn't say much about how the player feels. How does Kieran Tierney feel about him have been shifted down the pecking order? We have to ask him the question. What happens with Saliba's contract? Has it been assigned? No, it hasn't. Not as far as I'm aware, anyway. At least I've seen some photos of him taking photos with particular Arsenal fans, but there's no. I don't think he's anywhere closer to sign the contract. At least I've not heard anything anyway. At least. Do you think we should sign an out-and-out striker for the bench rather than Havertz? Well, I mean, that horse is already bolted, isn't it? Because we're just waiting for the announcement, to see all the official photos of him sign the contract. So that, for me, that's a non-starter. I would have liked to have signed a striker, and you should know that I've been banging on about Ivan Toney. Bring something different, more physicality, but that horse is already bolted. We're not going to be signing Ivan Toney because we have signed, or we are about to announce the signing of the first player, which is Kai Havertz. Yeah. Deja vu, brother. Vlahovic 2.0. Yeah, and that's the vibes I'm getting, at least. Also, again, just banging on, looking at this player. Yeah, willing to pay all the money. No, coming short on the money. If you know you're not good at negotiations, just pay the money that the club are asking for. That's all you have to do. ESR is playing well for England on 21s. Do you think this is a sign he is fully fit and ready to get a first team place next season? Tired? I hope so. I hope so, because we just spoke about that word, a deja vu. I get the impression that we've been here before with Emil Smith-Rowe. We've been here before. And all he needs to do this time round is make sure that he is injury-free for the majority of the season. Otherwise, I'll be calling for him to be sold. We don't have no room for sentiments. But I just get the feeling that we've been here before. There's been like a new dawn, a new beginning for Emil Smith-Rowe, only for him to break down again. So, Emil, if you're watching or listening Canon 4 TV, please, son, please stay injury-free. You might have to lose some weight. Again, you look a little bit too muscular on the legs. Lose some weight on the legs. Yeah. But again, I just get the impression that we've been here before with Emil Smith-Rowe. And we're coming close to that time where we might have to sell Emil Smith-Rowe. Yeah, Yusuf Fofana. Yeah, but I haven't done the video yet. I'm not rushing myself to do any videos yet. Havertz fits in with the Glenn Wayne. Chris, are you happy? Chris, you talking to me? Chris, are you happy with Arsenal's situation now, especially in transfer business? You're talking to me. My name's not Chris. You can call me Mr. Cannon. Chris. Anyway, Chris, are you happy with Arsenal's situation now, especially in the transfer business? Let me put it this way. If I were to rate Arsenal's transfer business so far, because we're still early doors, out of 10, I would give it a 2. A strong 2. I hope that answers your question for you. No, I'm not happy with their business. Will Tommy be fit of all next season, do you think? No, I don't think he will. I imagine he will be another player who's going to break down again in the new season, much like Emil Smith-Rowe. I just can't see it. A new beginning, we've been here before. Tommy Ashu, Emil Smith-Rowe, I will earmark these two players to break down again in the new season. I've not seen anything different. Not seen anything different. And in regards to Tommy Ashu, I did a video last season about his rap sheet. The list of injuries he had before coming to Arsenal was quite extensive. So we didn't do our due diligence properly, did we? Excuse me. Oh, Showman, brother, what's happening from India, man? What's happening? What's new stream from India, brother? Say hello to your family from me, man. Yeah? Nice one. Nice one. Why English players are so expensive? Well, they tell me it's to do with the taxes, not the taxes in the car, but tax when you pay tax. That's why also England players are so what's it, historically expensive. I'm thinking, really? If that's the case, source players from other leagues, maybe the lower leagues, better still, source players from France, Italy, Spain, Germany. The world is your oyster. I mean, how many? I don't know. So if you know that's the case, the tax, on top of the original price, bumps up the price or the valuation of the player. Source players from other leagues across Europe, or better still, in England, but in lower leagues. Royston says, no, actually, Glenwood says Royston, but we have an out-and-out striker who are on the transfer. Glenwood, you're a troublemaker, man. Arteta buy players or buy perceptions? Wow. What a comment in the live chat. W Mister. Does he buy just the perception of the player, or is he buying players? That's a really good comment in the live chat. So you know what, W Mister, I'll give you the comment so far in the live chat. Or is he buying the perception of these players, or is he? That's a good one. That's a really, really good one. Smith Rowe should, or rather must, stay off the stakes and stay fit. Stay off the stakes. Oh my goodness. Oh. There is no news on Zaha. He was to leave Palace as a free agent. He would be good addition to the bench. Yes, he would. We've been there before. We've been there before. Even in the Unai Emery era, you know how that one got played out. Fabio Vieira needs to go to the gym. Emo needs to squat less. Squat. God damn, Hassan. He needs to squat less. Oh my days, man. You guys are on something else, man. So what do you think about Turner? Should we replace him? Why? Why no? If he has the patience, enough to buy this time, because last term he played in the Europa League, it's going to be much more of the same unless Ramsdale has a right stinker to the new season. But no, keep him. As long as, Tina Turner wants to stay, then no. I wouldn't be thinking about sending him anytime soon. Oops, what's happening here? What's going on? What happened to Austin Trusty? Is he back at Arsenal? That's a very good question, actually. He was out on loan to Birmingham, wasn't he? That's a very, very good question. I will do my homework. That's a very, very good question because we've spoken about, the valuation and also going after Jurrien Timber. And James Rose said, well, why are we going for these players? We don't need Jurrien Timber, much less paying that amount of money where he's not really worth that amount of money. He's a good player, but we've got Gabby Magalhães. We've got a William Saliba. We've got Jacob Kielwar. And we've also got Austin Trusty, who was out on loan. But that's a very good question. I need to do some homework on that one. Good afternoon, my friend. He says, so Man City are waiting for the third bid of Arsenal for Rice so they can pounce. Well, I hope Sullivan is joining it all. Of course he is, because that's what they wanted. They want a bidding war. I believe with the end result with Declan Rice not only going to the highest bidder, but going to Man City. Because I'm thinking, Are you willing to sell to your rival, your London rival? I know the player has said that he wants to stay in London. Doesn't have anything to do with it. Has nothing to do with it. But yeah, of course they're happy. They want a bidding war. We got ourselves in this situation. We need a better number two goalkeeper. Well, Big M, Big M. That's a nice handle, man. Which goalkeeper would you like Arsenal to go in the market and buy? I throw it right back at you. Right back at you. That's right. I said it. It needed to be said. Is it true Arsenal have Balogun for 15 minutes? Do you think that's right? I've not heard that valuation. I have heard it's in the region of £30 million, not £50 million. Yeah, £50 million, they would be crazy. They would be crazy. 30, £35 million, not £50 million. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right. I think he should stay at Arsenal, give him time to prove himself in the first team. Yeah, because season before last, remember, he played in the first couple of games, and we know how that one played out. But I want to see a good sample of Balogun playing in the first team, not in cup games, and just see how he goes. 15 games minimum. This laptop is very slow. I hope to be getting my laptop back tomorrow, man. Has Holding left the club yet? No, he hasn't. He's still here. He is still here. Here. Not help. Here. He's still here. All right, people. All right. Let's add that one up there. Oops, there we go. All right, so before I kind of review the news of today, again, I'm going to give you guys another heads up what's going to be happening with the next few days. So expect to see a lot more of these shows, me talking, gassing on about, talking, a little small rants, yeah, on live shows. However, on Thursday, we're going to be doing a collaboration with Arsenal Alex, not me. It's another Alex. He has his own platform called Arsenal Alex. So that's going to be 5 p.m. on Thursday. But tomorrow, I'll be coming live again and give you some more transfer news from my perspective, the way that I like to deliver it. And then on Friday, the Easy Talk is not back just yet. Again, I'm giving myself some time to recover. No Easy Talks just yet. The flagship live show on Channel 40 TV is not back this Friday. And it might not be back until, I don't know, until the end of the month, which is like, this Friday, isn't it? The next month. It might be back in July, maybe. But I need to concentrate and conserve my energy for the transfer news, the silly season. So that's what's going to be coming up for the next few days and in the short future. Yeah, my face. Yeah. Anyhow, go back in the live chat before we wrap up this one. I don't do shows beyond 45 minutes now. Just the way, I like it. What's this? Happy birthday to Tina Turner. Not that Tina Turner, but the goalkeeper, Matt Turner. I'm not sure how I didn't see that one. Were you sad when Amazing Now left the club? I don't think sad is the. I'm kind of sad in a sense how it happened, because we saw that 3 years ago. He was saying to the manager, "I don't want to play in that position. I want to play in the midfield." And I think when he went, who was the manager's name? Who said to him, Sam Allardyce said, "You're crazy. You're at the Arsenal, and the manager's asked you to play a position. Play that position that the players asked you to play." So to see how things are kind of rolled out for Maitland-Niles, I'm more sad for that. He's no longer an England international, and he's still quite young. Maitland-Niles, Ainsley Maitland-Niles is still a youngster. I think he's maybe 25, 26, if that. So I'm sad for that, but it's just going to show how things can change so very, very quickly, isn't it? Are you sad, Maitland-Niles, the way that he left the club? Anyway, are you proud? Are proud top English clubs conquered by the foreign billion? Oh! Let me think about this. So Liverpool are still owned by, I think, American conglomerates. No, let's roll it back. So go from top. Man City are, yeah, they're backed by a state, yeah, and then Arsenal are owned by an American billionaire. I think the Glazers are still on the verge. I think there's this guy who wants to buy Man United. That deal hasn't been done yet. Newcastle, who are a richer club, I think the richest club in all the land across the world. So I think it's probably. Oh, you said top club, so Tottenham doesn't count. Tottenham doesn't count. Chelsea. So I think the top clubs are still owned by foreign billionaires. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Thursday, yeah, it's the Alex and Chris. I was thinking, wow, man, who's that, man? Chris? There's no Chris here, man. There's an Alex, or there's a Cannon, or there's a Fodder, but not a Chris, man. They will also seal the rice deal. No, it's not going to happen. Sad that he did not listen to the manager. Absolutely. If he did listen to the manager, he would have still probably been a bit part player, but he would have been at Arsenal still. Well, that's a Chris show. That's so funny, man. Northampton Town fan, Luke Chapman. I tell you what, Northampton Town, doesn't matter, grassroots football, I'm all for that, man. All for grassroots football. And I hope to get these guys from Dial Square FC back on the channel. I think once the transfer window has closed, we'll get them back because there has been some developments for them over there. Grassroots, man. Grassroots. I'm never going to forget a time when I was working as a youth worker and we used to take the children to Barnet's old stadium, which is now closed now, Underhill, and watching the reserve games there, which were free back then. They were free, but grassroots football. Well done. Well done. And to me, it doesn't matter. I mean, you could be from FC Timbuktu and we'll still welcome you here. So, yeah, Northampton Town fan, Luke Chapman, I will give you the live comment in the live chat. So, well done, fella. Well done. Actually, let's know. Northampton Town, how are they doing? Which league are they in? I think Northampton Town is probably... Let me know which league they currently sit in. Glenwyn, absolutely. Yeah. I want them gone. Cronky out. Cronky. The Cronkies are out. Get them out. I would be surprised if Arsenal signed Chris Crispin, head of City, but it would be fair. It would be their own doing. The Hammers of £100 million should have paid it. Period. Should have paid it. Don't get yourself in all this silly business here. There was no need for it, unless you're not really serious about signing Declan Rice. And that's the impression that I get. That is the impression I get. Welcome, Luke Chapman. I hope you enjoyed the content. There you go. See you, Luke. So look at that. We're not a bad bunch over here. We're not a bad bunch. Oh, what was that? I've never stopped. I have never stopped. I don't care what they do. I know someone was saying, oh, but the Cronkies have dished out over £200 million. I don't care. I still want them out. It's time. It's right time to have a new owner at Arsenal. I've never stopped. Never stopped. All right. So you know what? I'm going to say my goodbyes. But before I do, I want to say thank you so very much. Got to give gratitude. Have to give gratitude to you listening to me over here on Cannon 4 TV. And remember, we've just been streaming live simultaneously on Canon 4 TV as well as Guna Matters. My opinion, I know it matters, but my opinions might not be shared by Glenwyn, who's in the live chat, Guna Matters, and vice versa. So we've been streaming on his platform, although it's going to be coming to an end. I think on Friday we'll stop, and he will need to take over the reins there. But thank you so very much. Thank you also for engaging on the questions that we always ask on the platform. And I'm genuinely surprised. I know we've been doing this for 4 years. I didn't start doing that when we started the channel. It's only like the last 4 years we've been putting the questions on the platform in YouTube. And I'm really surprised that we get over 1,000 votes, over 1,000 votes on each question that we do there. So thank you so very much for that. I mean, if you want to make a donation to the channel, we welcome that, but you do not have to. For me, it's good enough that you're only listening to me. You might be commenting in live chats, and you might subscribe. You might subscribe, or you might not. So I'm so grateful for your undivided support, your undivided, attention for the content that we do here on Canon 4 TV. Absolutely wonderful, and I've got to, give thanks for that. Give thanks and appreciation for that. So I will be back tomorrow giving some more live news. It might be about I don't know. It might be about Declan Rice again. It might be about somebody else and never play. It might be about Yusuf Fofana. It might be about Yusuf Fofana, Mr. Fofana. Who knows? But you've got to tune in. That's all you have to do. Anyhow, people, until then, enjoy the remains of your day, your evening, your afternoon, or your night. Because I don't know which part of the world you're in. I don't know where you are from. I don't know. But please just remember that this has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.